to say, Alan. Fucking sucks. Theater's full.
What is going on, guys? This is Richie here from the Red Planet Films. I know it's been quite a while since I've really made a video just like this, a movie review. The video I'm bringing to you now is my movie review for the film Split, directed by M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong, aka M. Night Shyamalan. He is notorious for The Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, and his most recent film, which I think was just about 4 years ago, The Visit. I didn't get to see that one. I know my cousin Chris, he got to see that, and he said he enjoyed it. He thought it was pretty well done. I was hyped for Split for quite a little bit. I saw the trailer once. This was months ago, and I actually just finished watching the trailer now, just a couple of minutes ago, and I'm glad that I didn't remember anything from the trailer. The only thing that was in my mind, fresh in my mind, was just James McAvoy, because he's playing a character who has a personality disorder, DID. I forget what it stands for, don't ask me. He has to bounce from one personality to the other. And just that aspect alone really intrigued me, because I'm a huge fan of James McAvoy. If you're not familiar with him, he plays Professor Xavier in the more recent X-Men films. Days of Future Past, First Class, and Apocalypse. So I think he's a tremendous actor for sure, and this was just a completely different animal. So I wanted to see how he fared by playing all these different personalities, all these different characters, just to see where his range in terms of an actor is. I wanted to see how he tackled that. It's always interesting to see whenever an actor kind of dabbles in these types of roles and all that. So that was my selling point from the start. So luckily and thankfully, I stood away from any trailer and TV spot, because I went into this movie not really knowing what to expect, other than the fact that, okay, it's M. Night Shyamalan, there's going to be a twist. That's just his thing. He does twists in all his movies. That's it. So I was like, okay, I wonder what could be the twist here, because pretty much the whole film follows is James McAvoy's character. We'll call him Kevin. He kidnaps these 3 teenage girls. Claire, I believe, is the name of one of them. Casey is the name of the other one. And Marcia is the other one. He kidnaps these 3 girls. He brings them to where he's kind of just dwelling. He holds them captive for however long it is. I don't know. They don't really specify how long it was that he held them captive for. I'm assuming it was just about a day or two. Who knows? It could have been longer. And he says that he needs them because of something that's going to be coming, something that's arriving. And in the trailer, they go in, they kind of mention what it is, and he's telling them that it's this thing called the Beast that he refers to. And pretty much it's a 24th personality. He's dealing with 23 different personalities inside of his mind. So my thought was, okay, the 24th personality is either going to be his normal self, or I don't know. I honestly didn't know. And you don't really know where the movie's going as it's, plugging along. And I enjoyed that. It leaves you shrouded in mystery. And you don't really get your answers until literally, like, the end of the film. I don't really want to give away too much. I know this is tagged as a spoiler review, but there's just so much that I don't want to touch upon, because it will literally ruin the ending of the film and the twist. What I can say to you, though, in my opinion, this is just solely my opinion. You can disagree with me if you want to, but this is M. Night Shyamalan's return to form. In my opinion, just judging based solely on this film, he's back. Honestly, he M. Night Shyamalan has always had a way of making you care about the characters and kind of just really getting into the story. He's a good narrator. The narratives that he decides to go with, they're very well done, very well structured, well crafted, and all that. I won't knock him for that. Just his previous films haven't been all that great. Case in point, The Happening with Mark Wahlberg. Very bad movie. So, of course, we touched upon James McAvoy playing all these different personalities. We got Kevin, Dennis, Hedwig, I forget the lady, his female personality. I forget the name of her, but he was playing all these different crazy roles, and it was just insane to see him. Literally, there are a couple of scenes where he just morphs from one character into the other, and it's phenomenal just to see him transform. And the camera's on him. He's in one character, and then you literally see it in his facial mannerisms, his expressions. He just like that just turns, and it's incredible. Some of the other girls were very good. The two of them didn't have large roles, but they were fine for what they did. The character of Claire, played by Haley Lou Richardson, if I'm not mistaken, I think she was just recently in The Edge of 17. And then the other female who played Marcia, Jessica Sula, I think was her name, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think she is a Britain actress. I think she's over from the UK, if I'm not mistaken. I could be totally wrong, but I don't really notice. I don't recall her from anything previous to this film. And then we have Anya Taylor-Joy, who played Casey, and she was in The Witch, which I believe actually came out somewhere in January or February of last year. And I saw that with my friend Alan, as I saw this film with my friend Alan, and that was a very well done film. She did a phenomenal job in that movie, and she did a phenomenal job in this movie too. Pretty much the whole film is on the shoulders of Anya Taylor-Joy and... Did I say Anya Taylor-Johnson earlier? They're pretty much the two MVPs in this film. And then you have James McAvoy's character's psychiatrist, of course. I forget her name. I think it's Betty something. I'm not sure. It's not Betty White. But all three of those female protagonists, just on a side note, are absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god. Just... And that sounds a little perverted, because there's a couple of scenes in this film that, kind of are a little uncomfortable to watch. And that's not why I'm saying that, because then that just sounds very odd, but they're beautiful. Especially, I think I have a newfound crush on Anya Taylor-Joy, to be honest with you. I thought she was cute in The Witch, but, man. Okay, I'm done. So yeah, there's not really much more that I can say without delving too much into the final act. And, literally the tail end of the film before the credits roll. Once the beast finally manifests itself, I was a little kind of skeptic on where they were going with it. I'm like, okay, like what's gonna happen? But the way that they set it up in the explanation for it was that whenever somebody manifests a different personality, sometimes the human body does things that are just completely unexplainable, even from science, in the sense that they're able to do things that aren't humanly possible. There are examples of, say, I think there was a story of like a woman. She was in like a car crash, and like her baby was stuck in the car, and then like she like lifted the car, or just something like crazy like that. It just adrenaline kicks in that makes you able to do something just completely crazy. So they kind of tied that in with the whole like psychiatric evaluation scenes and all that, and I thought that was a nice touch. So once the beast finally comes to fruition, when you take into consideration that explanation for the way that some of these people with these different personalities are able to do certain things, then that kind of sparks this light bulb, and it's like, you know what, this it could have gone either like two different ways. It could have been really bad, or I feel like it went the route that it went really good. And just from all the eavesdropping after the film was done from some of the other audience members in this extremely packed, tight theater, it seemed very positive. It seemed like a lot of people enjoyed it, and they really enjoyed the twist and all that stuff in the ending, as did I, and I find this movie absolutely phenomenal. If you're going to watch it and if you don't like it, at least respect the performances in this film, because James McAvoy completely crushes it. He was incredible. I hope he does get more role offers from this film, dramatic roles and just anything, because he was great in this movie. Like, I cannot stress enough how good he was. And the other three girls, including my new crush, Anya Taylor-Joy, she was incredible too. They were incredible. And just a very well-rounded film. The score was great. The acting was great. It made you care for the characters. And it even had you caring for some of the split personality characters, including one in particular, which I don't want to mention because I don't want to, influence anybody's judgment. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to delve into the twist because that would just completely ruin it. I want you guys to go and see it, and then if you do go see it, let me know in the comment section down below. But if you're going to talk about the spoilers that I didn't touch on in this review, please leave something before your comment that says like spoiler alert in like capital letters or something like that, just in case somebody's scrolling through, they don't accidentally read something that they don't want to read. If I had to give this movie a letter grade, I would have to give it a solid B+. So thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed my review, please leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you thought of the film. Again, if you're going to leave kind of like a spoiler-ish comment, just leave a little spoiler alert tag right before your comment. Check the description box down below. You will see the link to our gaming channel. We have a gaming channel. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but it's called the Red Planet Gaming. We are 376 subscribers strong. Woo-hoo. So if you guys are into gaming, make sure to check that channel out. You'll also find our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram information in the description box down below. So if you want to follow us on social media, feel free to do so. If you want to give us a shout, we might even give you a shout back. And make sure, most importantly, to hit that subscribe button so you can be alerted whenever we upload a new movie review or original film or short film, all that good stuff. And that's it. I am going to do something. I don't know. It's 11:58 right now. What is there to do at 12 o'clock in the morning? I guess sit here and edit this. Catch you guys in the next video.